All right, greetings. Send you all some warm, positive vibrations. Shout out to all of my early risers. Today is I think we're on day 26 of 30 days of relaxation. So we've been exploring the practice of deep breathing and whether or not that can make a difference, right? I suspect it does. If it can make a difference in our mood, um, if it can help us neutralize triggers, right? If it can really help us feel more centered and grounded as all of these different things are going on around us during this time. So it's a simple practice of deep breathing. No gurus, no religion is required, right? And we're breathing all the time anyway. So we're just going to be doing it very intentionally. So you're welcome to grab a yoga block and sit it underneath your hips to give you some more height if your hips are very tight so that your hips can open up. And you want to keep your spine nice and upright and nice and tall, and to create a lot of space between your shoulder and also your ears. So what we're listening to is the cadence of the breath or the rhythm of the breath. Noticing if we're breathing very shallow from the neck up. So we want to make the effort to breathe nice and deep into the lungs, which are down here and not here. So we're not hyperventilating in this amount or as much oxygen as possible to fill our lungs, right? And isn't it interesting during this time, they've been recommending as people are recovering during this whole pandemic situation, the practice of deep breathing has actually been life-saving for many people. So isn't that interesting? Right, so we're listening to the cadence of our breath. We're breathing very deeply. You may want to notice if your exhale is like halfway as long as your inhale, and to try to even them out. And as you relax a little bit longer, you'll notice that it doesn't feel so like you have to be as intentional because you will relax, likely relax into your breath. And you may even notice that you don't even pay attention to your breathing at all during the course of the day. All right, so just simple deep breathing. Your eyes can be open or closed. You can feel free to place your hands in a position here, on your knees, in your lap, anywhere that feels comfortable for you. The main thing is that you feel like your spine can sit nice and upright so the air and the blood flow can travel freely. And notice also if you have your gut all poked out, you can just slightly pull, very gently pull your belly button into your spine. That can also help you to straighten out your lower back and not to experience a lot of back pain. So that being said, here we go. So now perhaps is a good time to contemplate on something, maybe perhaps something that you are working on or working through. If it's a vice, if it's a very reactionary behavior, it's a good time to ask a question of your own onboard divine innate intelligence, right? And to allow the answer to come up for you now, or maybe while you're moving quietly around the house, cleaning or preparing your food for the day. It's also a good time to write in your journal. It could be like a few words or a couple of sentences of whatever comes up for you. And even like a note on how you're feeling after being very intentional around your breath. So we only have a few more days to 30 days. I hope this has been helpful for folks, and let me know how I don't know if I would even call it a challenge. I know there's so many challenges, but just taking on more practices of intentional self care. And I invite you to create a circle of influence that is a positive influence, specifically around self care, and a circle of influence support, because support works. And quite often, we're giving ourselves feedback, usually not objectively. But just to have some support in your corner, it's one of the things I've noticed has really worked in my toolbox and also for others. So feel free to replay this in the afternoon, maybe perhaps before you eat, or in the evening before you go to rest, because relaxation and feeling good is really, really important. All right, with that, create a great day on purpose because you said so. See you soon.